Lee's boxing true. On the road. Just getting off of work, working that graveyard shift. Put in the 12 today, sometimes 16. Let's talk about it. Gervonta Davis, Tevin Farmer. Can we see this fight in 2020, please? Can we see it? Can we see this fight in 2020? Not 2021, not 2022, not 2023, but 2020. This fight needs to happen. Mayweather Promotions, Gervonta Davis, it seems like he is putting the pressure to get this fight to happen. $2 million been offered to Tevin Farmer. I don't know if people feel like that's enough when Gervonta Davis is going to get $5 million. You need to find out how to get these resources, how to get more money than probably $2 million. Maybe they can hold like a dinner, come and meet the champ. Every tour that they do like a dinner. This is all before, you do your promotions a month before you start going into training camp. To me, that's the perfect way to do it, so you don't have these fighters out here starving and having a bad attitude because they're cutting weight. So my perfect plan would be to actually have these fighters do like a dinner thing, a greet and meet. You get to meet the fighter, you get a dinner, and you get a picture with the champ. Now, if you can make about 1,000 or 2,000 tables available for Gervonta Davis and Tevin Farmer, take pictures with them. People like that type of package still. People pay $30 or $40. You're paying $40, $50 to go see them on fight night, or probably $100, $200 to see them on fight night. You can see them before fight night. Get a listen to them, go over their plans, get to talk to the trainers and stuff like that. Get to know a little bit of something about the camp. Get a little bit more one-on-one relationship with it. There's all kind of things. I'm just trying to figure out the marketing team, because it's just not just about trying to get the pay-per-view numbers. You can get monies outside of doing that. You can build an app, work on an app just for like a getting to know a one-on-one episode of, how they do it 24/7, but do this one like on like a little $5 app. Each group has their training camp, and they have their, behind the scenes kind of like letting you into their life a little bit. I believe people will pay to see that, because sometimes people want that exclusive stuff. People like to have that exclusive stuff that everybody just can't get. So I believe there's, money to be made before the actual, the contract's going to be signed. But I'm saying there's extra money to be made, by doing appearances and all that kind of stuff. Before you even start, they can make a couple $100,000 or close, about $500,000 off of doing things like that. You have your 4 dinners, 2,000 seats. Because it seems like they're worried about the money. Yeah, I want them to worry about the money, Tevin Farmer and Gervonta Davis, because you got to make sure that when you're done with this sport, because it's a brutal sport, you have people get killed and all type of injuries, that you're good to go. You gotta be wise. Use wisdom with your money. But you also got to give the fans what they want, their supporters what they want. And they don't want to wait 2 or 3 years for this fight. They want this fight to happen ASAP. They really wanted it to happen in 2019, but if we can get it 2020 and we know we're getting it, contracts are already signed, then that gives the boost of it. You know, you already have your outlets. And Mayweather, this is his like number one fighter. He could just be out promoting him so much just because of who Mayweather is. And then you got other boxers, you know. You got to start promoting yourself too. Once this contract's signed, you got to do your job too. You know, a lot of people hate on Adrian Broner, but one thing Adrian Broner is good at doing, and I don't even think he tries, is he's good at marketing. He's good at putting himself out there. He's good at catching your interest. You know, I don't know how much interest people have in him now, but he always has that factor of being able to sell himself to you. You know, this might be the fight where he does everything that he's supposed to do. I'm not trying to get off track, but just trying to give you a picture of how things could go if Gervonta Davis and Tevin Farmer, and there's real beef there. It's not no made up stuff. You can tell that they don't really care for each other that much at all. The run-ins that they had, they don't care too much. You got a skillful person, and you got another skillful person. You got a skillful person in Tevin Farmer, and you got a skillful person in Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is known for power. But I think up to this date, Tevin Farmer will be one of the best fighters he's ever fought. Plus, Tevin Farmer has a belt. So it's $2 million. Tevin Farmer, what is it going to take for this fight to happen? Do you need $3 million? Because we need to make that happen somehow. They need to look into the funds and give them about $3 million. I think $3 million is good. Shoot, if you guys can hit 500,000 or whatever the magic number is for pay-per-view, then you should get more. You should get a little bit more sprinkled on top of that. But if you can't, then you get what you get. But I don't know where else Tevin Farmer would get the $2 million, you know, or maybe the Zone can make this happen. Shoot. Or maybe they can think about doing something with the app. You know, do like, okay, we're going to let Showtime do the fight, the pay-per-view thing, but we're going to do the all access, you know? And you only get the all access with Gervonta and Tevin Farmer by getting the Zone app. You know, you get the Zone app, $10 will get you the all access. You know, they can Showtime and Showtime and the Zone can come up with something. They can come up with something. You know, and then after the fight, and they show it on Showtime and have the fight on the Zone too. There's something they can work out. You know, and then I believe if they actually, you know, push that app too and say, hey, we're pushing the app, Showtime get a little money off the app, and the Zone get money off the app. Plus, they get the pay-per-view sales, and you know, Showtime will probably keep all the pay-per-view things, but whatever extra money goes to Gervonta, they can work something out because this fight needs to happen. Okay, you going to take $5 million? I say give Tevin $3 million. Start promoting this fight. Start looking where you're going to have it at. You're going to have it in New York. You're going to have it in Baltimore. You're going to have it in Las Vegas. Get you some nice undercards, some fighters, and you can make this fight happen. You can make this fight happen. So I'm glad that the numbers are being thrown out there. I haven't really got a response back. I haven't seen no response back from Tevin Farmer. So I'm thinking that, you know, I don't know the number that he's thinking of that's comfortable for him. But all I got to say is that this fight needs to happen. This fight needs to happen for boxing, period. The best should be fighting the best. And we don't want to see this fight in 2021. Because you never know what happens. Look at Anthony Joshua. If he doesn't beat Andy Ruiz, that Deontay Wilder and him, that fight with him will never be like it was. It's never going to be like it was from the get-go for the simple fact Joshua had lost. You And it wasn't maybe it could have been a tiebreaker. No, he got beat down. So I just don't want the same thing to happen. I know Gervonta Davis got a good chin, but Mayweather Promotions and the Zone, they need to make this fight happen. And Mayweather needs to show that, hey, I am a good promoter, and I'm going to show you that I'm a good promoter because I'm going to make this fight happen. He's got enough money to say, you know what, I don't want to, but if I need to, I'll pull out and get another $1 million and give it to Tevin Farmer. Maybe I might lose a little money on this, but you know what? It's worth it. Get my fighter that I put so much into. And Gervonta, and if he wins this fight, you know what's next for him. You know what the other fights are going to bring. But he getting $5 million and set him up for a fight with Lomachenko, where he can ask for 10 or 12 plus. I put that on there because it's going to be a high caliber fight. He grabs that belt, he goes and gets another belt, and Gervonta's name's out there. Now they're wanting to see Gervonta face Lomachenko. But that's why I feel like this fight should actually happen in the beginning of 2020. Not at the end, so he gets this Tevin Farmer fight, and maybe he wins, maybe he doesn't. But if he wins this fight, this brings out even more of a bigger star. This could possibly be the biggest person. Well, I'm already thinking that Gervonta Davis is the best fighter that Mayweather has in his stable, period. But Gervonta Davis, they got to get him against some good competition. ESPN and everything, people believe in him. People believe in Gervonta Davis. They like him because he has power. He is very skilled. And I believe with Mayweather there, giving him advice here and there, it's helping. He's making him sharp. His trainers are making him sharp. But Mayweather telling him how to kind of like react when he's in the ring and certain things to adjust to is good. I would remember this one fight. I don't know. I believe it was the Diego Corrales fight when Mayweather was fighting Diego Corrales, and his dad was in the stands. And his dad was sending messages, even though Roger was not training him, but he was a trainer, and he was in his corner. Well, Roger Mayweather was working the corner at that time. His dad told his cousin or one of his family members, tell Lil Floyd to keep doing what he's doing. 7th, 8th round, he's gonna be ready to go. He told him that message, and sure enough, Floyd to the T. What his dad said was going to happen happened. I believe in the 7th or 8th round, or maybe it was longer than that. But basically, his dad told him he knew when he was going to be ready to go. One thing about Floyd, he believes what his dad tells him. His dad tell him something. His dad tell him this fight is this way. He believes it. He believes it. His dad said plenty of times. He said Shane Mosley's going to be fighting jittery. And sure enough, when you watch the Floyd fight, minus the 1st or 2nd round when he shook up Floyd, Mosley, you can see he was like real jittery. And the way he fought, I was like, dang, man, Floyd Mayweather Sr., he might say a whole bunch of crazy stuff, but that man knows what he's doing. And I think Floyd has a little bit of that in him, because he can tell a fighter certain things, but that fighter's got to be willing to do it too. He can tell him to be relaxed. He can tell him how he's been because he's been at the top. He's been at the top. He knows what to do when he's in that ring. He knows when certain things are not working and when you need to do certain things. And I believe that Floyd sees a fighter or watches a fighter probably when he's ringside. He says he doesn't watch tapes, but I believe he does. And he can break them down. He can find the flaw. Just like Bernard Hopkins says. He says, I find out what you do good. I found out your weapon, and I disarm you. And that's what Floyd does. He disarms you. I believe that with Gervonta's training and with Floyd being in there with the hands on, going in the ring, I actually think he should go in there a couple of times and show him certain things that he's doing wrong. You know, I know Floyd's getting old, but why not? Shoot, it's your fighter. It's your kind of like your son, kind of like. It's your money. You know, your investment. You want to go check on it. There's nothing wrong. Shoot, I feel like Floyd can still do that, and I feel like Pacquiao can still do that if he has any fighters under him. Get in that ring and touch the fighters up. Oh, you think? Oh, so you think that? You don't want to listen to me. You just think that it's going to happen because you know what you're doing. I'm too old to be telling you what to do. Okay, I'm about to put the gloves in here, and I'm about to show you exactly what I was talking about. Why are you going to have problems if you don't tighten this up? And then Floyd can go right up in there, touch him up, and say, see, this is what I was talking about. You keep doing it. This is what I'm talking about. And this is what he's going to keep connecting with you because I'm doing it. And I'm 41, 42 years old. Pacquiao, the same thing he can do with his fighters. You know? It's hard when you it's like you had that football coach who's like, oh, you're not hitting right. Do I have to sit there and watch you try to hit me for you? You know, the coach keeps the hands-on type of experience. That's what I feel like, you know, Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao can do. I just feel like this fight needs to happen. 2020, it's time for Gervonta Davis to be able to fight. He's wanting to fight too. He's not ducking and dodging. This dude wants to tear your head off. His knockout rate is crazy. He's got like Deontay Wilder's percentage. He's in the 90% range. Let's see if that power, if he has power and skill. See, there's one thing to have power. You can have power, but not have skill and be hard to knock the elite fighters out because you don't have the skill it takes to trap them and set them up and then hit them when they relax and stuff like that. You don't have that, you know. So we need to see the best fighting the best. So yes, if we can have that Tevin Farmer and Gervonta Davis fight for 2020, I'm not gonna complain if he doesn't fight Limitico to 2021. I'm not gonna complain because I just want him to fight somebody with a decent record, who's notable, who has a belt. So if people want to complain, you can't complain when somebody has a belt and they're trying to unify it. That's just like them complaining about the Errol Spence fight with Sean Porter. How can you complain? He's going for the WBC. If he's going and grabbing the belts, hey, there's no reason to complain. Just because he's not doing it the way you want to do it. Hey, he's fighting the people in their prime and he's grabbing belts. Same thing with Gervonta. Mayweather had to go through some stuff when he was 130, 135. He had to go through some lines there. Gervonta has to do the same thing. It's not time to pick your fight, you know. That's when you get up in the 37, 38, and you already build up a super resume and stuff, and now it's time to close out your career, and you're pretty much already a Hall of Famer. But you just closing out your career. It's like a Pacquiao. He got the belt. Now something else. He got the belt from Thurman. So something else comes up, which is where it's a lot of money, and they're like, "Oh, the dude doesn't have a belt, but he knows he can make a lot of money off of fighting this person." I don't have no problem with Pacquiao doing it because he doesn't have nothing else to prove. That's when you need to. Okay, yeah, maybe I'll fight this person, maybe I'll fight that person. But one thing I don't like is holding on to that belt. If you're not going to defend that belt, and if you're not going to give somebody an opportunity to fight you, then just give up the belt then. If you're just going to go and just fight paycheck after paycheck, or money grab after money grab, then that's different. But if you're actually going to defend your belt and do what you're supposed to do and get your mandatories, then I don't have no problem with you getting somebody getting a money grab. So we need to see that Tevin Farmer, Gervonta Davis fight 2020, the beginning. I say no later than March. This is Lee's Boxing Truth. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notifications so you'll be notified with the new videos coming out. And then again, share it with your friends. Lee Boxing Truth. New channel, trying to grow, but I need support. So I need, if you like this video, to hit the like, hit the thumbs up, comment. Got suggestions? I'm all for that. Lee's Boxing Truth. Like, comment, subscribe.